What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone, and welcome back to The Fatal 12. Last episode, we told Naomi all about divine selection and accepted her help to help us survive. After that, we encountered another participant, Keiko, who seemingly died of childbirth. And here we are on the next day. After school, Naomi and I come back to Lionhouse together again. Keiko never has approached me again after that one night.
Keiko-sanも私に名前を知られてるって気がついてるはずだもんね。
Information is power.
はい。亀渕さんも部活に近づくのはリスクが高いってことだと思います。
じゃあ行こう。
Let's do what? Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna go to Keiko's home this weekend and snoop things out. After I ensure that my book is in the bag, I guide Naomi to the hospital. To the hospital we go! I wonder if we'll get to talk to her doctor. By the time we reach the lounge, I realize that I never did ask Naomi how she plans on approaching Keiko's family. Even without me there, it doesn't change the fact that she's just a random high schooler to them. I highly doubt they'll be willing to share private information with a stranger like that. Fortunately, the lounge is on the same floor as Keiko's room, so I'll be able to hear Naomi scream should anything go wrong while I wait. She isn't quite as clumsy and shy in front of me anymore, but this is Naomi we're talking about. I can't help but worry about her. No, Naomi, we must protect. I know that she said she'd do her best for my sake, so I'll trust in her. After some time has passed, a man in his late 30s passes by me. I assume it's Keiko's husband and try to avoid eye contact. I move my gaze to look outside the window, waiting for his footsteps to fade.
先輩?
Yes?
びっくりした。
Being approached from behind like that causes me to yell, but no one seems to pay me much mind. Naomi's voice sounds somewhat gloomy.
おかえり。それでどうだった?
How did you interrogate them, Naomi?
緊張しました。でも分かった情報はどちらかというと外堀を埋めるようなものに近いです。
確信には触れなかったってこと？
はい。亀渕さんはもともと体が弱くて病気がちだったそうですが、持病は持っていなかったみたいです。ただ切迫早産の状態が続いていて、最終的には緊急帝王切開で早産だったとのことです。子供も入院が必要な状態らしくて、親子で3週間近く入院しているみたいです。
That overlaps with the timing of divine selection. The books we were reading yesterday mentioned preterm labor and premature birth. Hold on, I thought of something. Can't we just find out the exact day the baby was born? If the day she gave birth and the day divine selection started line up, then that should be good correlation that she probably died giving birth. Well, I don't know. Premature birth is when the baby is born before the expected date, and preterm labor is when you enter the first stages of labor earlier than you should. The mother suffers constant pain and bleeding during this, so she has to be kept as idle and relaxed as possible. I guess things took a turn for the worse, which led to her needing a C-section.
そういえばさ、どうしてそこまで教えてくれたの?
Naomi obviously used her cuteness.
嘘ついちゃいました。
Oh, Naomi, naughty, naughty. Her tone is more hushed than usual. It's probably why she seemed a bit gloomy afterwards.
友達が入院していて、お見舞いに来るといつも恵子さんがいた。心配していたけど失礼かもしれないから本人に詳しくは聞けなかったんですって。近いうちお花を持っていきます。
Wow, Naomi, that's so low. I'm proud of you.
その流れでさっきのことを聞きました。
Can we get a round of applause for our junior detective? She looks like she's ready to cry. She pried information from Keiko's family for the express purpose of eliminating her. Knowing how kind of a person she is, there's no doubt she's beating herself up over it. All I can do is grit my teeth. She did this for my sake, so I can't give her some half-hearted consolation. Figuring it'd be too risky to discuss things further here, we make our way back to Lionhouse. And back we go. It's almost nighttime. We dive right into discussing her cause of death upon our return. I wouldn't call it a bright conversation, of course not, we're trying to kill her. Hardly surprising, but both of us make sure not to comment on it. I read yesterday that premature birth and C-sections place a significant strain on the mother as well. She might not have had any notable diseases, but she still had a frail disposition. Put 2 and 2 together and...
失血死なのかな?
The book doesn't react. I can't tell if it's because I'm wrong or if it's because I'm not going through the proper process with the correct information. I was pretty confident in that conclusion after discussing things with Naomi too.
出ませんね。私の予想が間違ってたってことでしょうか。
でも持病があるなら家族の人は濁すと思う。ないって言い切ったってことは本当にないんだよ。
I grabbed some of the books we checked out of the library to make sure we haven't missed something. Naomi does the same. I end up coming across something relevant quicker than expected.
もしかしてこれかも。
Oh, what is it? I point to a page detailing one of the leading causes of death during childbirth. A brain hemorrhage. Oh. It's described as being caused by an artery in the brain bursting, which leads to internal bleeding in surrounding areas. Not only does it impact your senses and consciousness, but it can lead to death should the tumor become big enough to put significant stress on the brainstem. The reason this can kill you is that the brainstem regulates the central nervous system, making it one of the most vital parts of your body. Most causes of death during childbirth can typically be traced back to this.
なるほど。これなら筋も。
Come on, you damn book, react!
光ってる。
Haha, we're finally correct!
どこがですか?
My book starts to shine almost immediately after I come across the information. Naomi doesn't seem to be able to see it, so I explain what it does when you successfully turn information into a card. The light congregates once again and gives birth to a new card.
カード。
I guess you can see the card itself and what's written on it though, just like the others I possess. I assume it's got something to do with the fact that giving them a physical form means their existence becomes reality. I place the card on the table so she can read it. Written on it is numeral 8's cause of death, a brain hemorrhage.
これが恵子さんの。
Well, that was fucking easy. All we needed to do was get Naomi to do some shady shit for us. I feel so shameful and proud at the same time. This killed her. She gave birth to her child only to die of a brain hemorrhage. The fact that her child's in the hospital means that its birth wasn't undone at the beginning of divine selection. Yeah, that is true. So the event still happened, but the brain hemorrhage didn't. In that case, it might be safe to assume that Keiko didn't die during the process, but sometime after. I can't say I feel pleased over having made some progress, in all honesty. I'd actually say I feel worse now having learned the circumstances behind her death. Naomi likely feels the same way. I don't think there's any other way to explain the complex facial expression she's making right now. I have to be the one to break this awkward silence.
このまま彼女の未練を探そう。
Oh, that's easy. It's that she couldn't live long enough to raise her child. Of course that's it, right? Right? I notice that I've stopped referring to her by name. The worst thing I can do is let myself feel any attachment to her. I know for a fact that I'll regret things later down the line if I do. This is what happens when you learn the circumstances behind someone's death.
子供なのは間違いないと思う。やっぱり子供の将来かな。
The book doesn't react. Playing the guessing game won't get us anywhere.
子供。私も子供は関係あると思います。もう一度病院に行ってみましょう。
But it's already getting kind of late. It might be dangerous. Oh well, we're going anyway. Somehow we make it all the way over there without considering the notion that there's no way they'll let strangers in to see the newborns. Neither of us are too surprised though.
実は私もうすうす思ってました。すみません。
It's not like we're gonna kidnap the baby, we just like to ask it a few questions. Hello there, little baby, tell us your mother's regrets. Yeah!
もう少し別の方法を考えた方がいいかも。
でも選定は日曜日の夜なんですよね。明日を逃したらまた来週になってしまいます。亀渕さんも他の参加者ももっと積極的に動き出すかもしれません。できるうちにできることをした方が。
Naomi is really getting into this.
それはそうだけど。
I get where she's coming from. None of the other participants have approached me so far, so right now I'm best off focusing on her, both in terms of efficiency and to prevent my own info from being dug up. It's 7 p.m., so visiting hours will end in an hour. We won't be able to stick around much longer. I honestly have no idea what else we could try.
やっぱり私本人に聞いてみます。疑われるかもしれないですけど、どうにかごまかして。
We came here on a whim without changing clothes. How smart. It's like you're asking to get eliminated, Rinka. She tells me to wait here as she gets up, ready to run off. I try to stop her, but all I can do is cause her to trip on her own feet. And there she goes again.
ごめん。
Fortunately, the fall brings her back to her senses. I tend to act impulsively, but it looks like Naomi is the same way. In fact, she might be even worse than me. Especially when you consider how quickly she made her decision, both in regards to helping me out and learning how to brew coffee.
病院で何を騒いでいるのかしら。
Why, hello there, numeral 8. How surprising it is to see you here, in this hospital where you supposedly died. Hi, we're just visiting a friend. We didn't know you were here, that's a nice shawl. I feel a chill run down my spine the moment I hear that voice. I am kneeling down to give Naomi a hand, so I stare upward and into her face.
あなたは
Kamebuchi Keiko, the very person we've spent the last few days investigating as much as possible. Why is she even here in the first place? We made sure to discuss things on a different floor from the one her room's on. Keiko's also spinning her own webs here.
ちょうどよかったわ。あなたを探していたのよ。獅子舞凛花ちゃん。
I love how this intense music is making us feel like this frail woman who just gave birth is the villain of this game. But because of the circumstances, she fucking is. Hello there, Keiko-san. We meet yet again. En garde! The tone of her voice is chilling, but her saying my full name out loud makes it ice cold. I step forward in an attempt to keep Naomi from her line of sight, but there's no way she hasn't noticed her.
あなたの友達よね。私の夫と話したみたいじゃない。いいわね。協力してくれる仲間がいて。
Well, so much for subtlety. I can't find an appropriate response. Much like our first meeting, I risk putting myself in danger if I say anything without thinking first.
そんなに警戒しなくていいのよ、凛花ちゃん。私はあなたと話がしたいだけだから。
Let me guess, you want to convince us to give you all our information. Because you deserve to survive because you have a newly born child.
話
There's no doubt the discussion will be regarding the divine selection. A few moments later, I nod my head.
先輩
No, Naomi. Let's talk. Let's see if we could try to get some information out of her.
あなたはいいわ。凛花ちゃんだけでいいの。
Bitch, you don't talk like that to Naomi. I'ma cut you.
大丈夫。この人は話したいって言っているだけだから。
I nod reassuringly at Naomi, who looks worried sick over the situation.
気をつけてください。
Oh, don't worry, we're immortal.
もう警戒しすぎだわ。どうにかしようって気はないの。ただ話したいだけ。話すのは上のラウンジがいいかしら。病室だと他の患者がいるもの。この時間なら人の往来も少ないからね。お友達はここで待っていてちょうだい。盗み聞きできないように。
Okay, I've gone from pitying this woman to hating this bitch. If she talks to Naomi one more time like that, I have no idea what I'll do. I follow her after that, leaving Naomi, who looks worried as ever, behind. Once we reach the lounge, she directs me to take a seat and walks off. She returns shortly thereafter, a can of coffee and a bottle of water in her hands.
はい、どうぞ。
I accept the coffee, unable to hide my surprise. Rinka, hasn't anyone taught you not to take open drinks from strangers? That's dangerous as fuck. And that's a friendly PSA to all you partygoers out there. There must have been a vending machine close by, but should I really take this when she's technically an enemy? No, you shouldn't. It's common sense.
毒なんて入っていないわよ。
Although, we are immortals, so it won't really matter. We can't die either way.
女神の選定っていう映画や小説の世界みたいなものに参加してしまったけれど、毒や睡眠薬は現実ではそう簡単に手に入らないもん。いえ、そんな。いいのよ。あなたと最初に会った時に私、かなり興奮してしまってたものね。怖がらせてしまったわ。
Hearing that admission from her, I take a sip of the coffee.
度胸があるのね。あなたのお家喫茶店なんですってね。アルバイトしてるのかと思ったけど、2階に住んでるんでしょ？
Someone's a stalker, says a girl who also stalked her the other way around. I don't answer. Nor do I question how she knows. It's an easy conclusion to come when you both know my name and Lionhouse.
コーヒーは好きかと思ったんだけど、それでよかったかしら。
No, we actually brew our own coffee. We don't like this mass-produced filth.
はい。
Or I guess we do. Still, I can't bring myself to thank her for it. She seemed to have expected as much, since she gives me a slight grin before taking a drink of her water. Oh, look, she's trying to cozy us up.
あの時はごめんなさいね。焦っていたのよ。あなたの名前しかわからなくて。夢で会った男にも名前を知られているのに、入院したまま時が過ぎていくだけだったから。
It's also pretty convenient that your hospital is very near Lionhouse.
お体悪いんですか？
私の死因を探ろうとしてるのかしら。
Haha, we have a sharp one right here. She stares me right in the eye. It's clear to me that there are several more layers to her when she's calm. This is what an adult looks like.
いいえ、もう分かってるのよ。きっとあなたたちは私の死因を見つけたのよね。
It wasn't that hard. You're a patient in the hospital.
でなければ未練を探しはしないわ。難易度が一番高いのは未練だもの。
Oh, she's good.
会話聞かれて。
あら、会話の盗み聞きには気づいていると思っていたわ。
And that's why you don't discuss these things in a public area. We really should have gone back to Lionhouse first. Just because there were plenty of people here during visiting hours didn't guarantee that we wouldn't be caught.
いいえ、これもやめましょう。私はあなたを怖がらせたいわけではないの。
Then what are you trying to do?
話したかったのは、お互いこれ以上詮索するのをやめましょう。ということよ。
What?
どういう意味ですか？
言葉通りの意味だわ。あなたは私の情報を探るのをやめる。私はあなたの情報を探るのをやめる。そういうことよ。
Why would we ever do that? You're easy prey.
はっきり言うわ。停戦協定を結びましょう。
There's nothing in it for us. We have more information on you than you have on us, bitch.
あなたの言う通り、私はあなたの使命と死因を知っています。
ええ。だから私もあなたの使命と死因を知っている。現状はお互いに平等よ。都合がいいでしょ。
She knows how we died? Even we don't know that. Okay, it seems like we're on an even playing field here, huh?
私の死因を。
My surprise spills out when she reveals her hand. Oh snap. When exactly did she find out? I never got the impression that she was doing any digging into my life. I even tried looking up to why that fire broke out on the train, but the event itself seems to have been undone. In that case, she either had that card from the beginning, or she heard my discussion with Naomi at the park. Still, I made sure to check that there wasn't anyone close enough to overhear us when we were there. Wiretapping maybe? No, that tech is about as hard for someone in her situation to get her hands on as the poison she joked about earlier. The wind's pretty strong at the park, so you need high-spec stuff to counteract all that interference as well. That leaves the former then. I still find it hard to believe that she'd just conveniently end up with 2 of my cards out of the total 36.
私はあなたの情報を広めて他の参加者と取引することもできるわ。それこそ私の使命を知ってしまったあの男にも。
Are you implying that you're in contact with any of the other participants? So I'm not the only one that you know? She really is worried about numeral 12, huh? Not that I blame her. He isn't the type of person you'd encounter normally. Meanwhile, she looks more confident than ever. She might have the advantage of being in contact with other participants, but don't forget we also have Miharu. But something feels off. That's all I can think as I stare at her.
本当ですか？
この状況で嘘をついて私にメリットがあるかしら。
Well, bluffing is always a good strategy.
気になるならカードを見せてあげてもいいわよ。もちろんその場合あなたにも見せてもらうことになるけれど。
Wait, are we actually gonna do that?
でも停戦協定を結ぶんだから信頼が大事だと思うわ。
いえ、
断ります。
Oh, bitch, you got rejected? Oh, she's breaking down. Her facade just crumbled. I say it loud and clear. Not just to sell my own nerves, but to make sure I establish some leverage of my own.
あなたは私を見つけた時、死因は何と聞きました。つまり初期のカードに私の死因はなかった。
Oof.
その時から今までにあなたが私の死因を見つけられたとは思えません。
That makes oh so logical sense. Whew. Rinka's on fire here, standing her ground. Not to mention that I'm still fuzzy on the details of my own death. Even if she did manage to listen in on my conversation with Naomi, there are too many unknown factors for her to get a card just from that.
あなたが知らない方法で私は情報を得たのよ。
Channels I'm not aware of, huh? We recall you saying that all you've been doing is being bedridden here in the hospital. Prove it, bitch!
どんな方法ですか？大人にはいろいろなやり方があるのよ。
Adult resourcefulness, that's some bullshit right there. I detect a slight hint of panic in her tone. It's enough to convince me. It also serves to kill any sense of sympathy I've been holding for her. Oh, I've killed that since we started.
あなたは嘘をついている。信頼なんてはったりだ。
Girl, spill that tea!
違うわよ。本当よ。あなたの死因を知ってるの。
Really? So tell us, how did we die? I stand up and look down on her. Her eyes blast wide open as she stares back up at me.
自殺よね。いえ違うわ。交通事故。
She doesn't know.
もう話は終わりにしましょう。せめて本当のことを言ったなら私も考えたのに。
Breaking down her mental state is all well and good though, but we still haven't found out what her regret is, so we're getting nowhere. I'm not kidding. Her attempt to gain my trust despite lying to me has drained every ounce of sympathy I've had for her. I no longer care about the things I've imagined about her life after learning how she died.
待って待って。
Her voice is full of angst as she tries to stop me. I don't even bother to respond, opting instead to make my way directly back to Naomi.
私は生きたいの。生きなきゃいけないのよ。
It's just this sick, twisted game that our lolly goddess Sparka gave us. So suck it up and rely more on your adult resourcefulness.
子供相手に嘘までついたのに、このままじゃ私。大人か子供かなんて関係ないだろ。
She finally irritates me enough to prompt me to shout at her. At the same time, I feel my eyes starting to burn for some reason.
失礼します。
I stop not too far from where we were sitting. I'm supposed to be done with her, and yet I can't help but worry. It doesn't take long for me to realize why. Her exasperated claim about wanting to live was, without a doubt, the truth. Oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me she's gonna go and threaten Naomi. That really was risky. I was pretty close to agreeing with her proposal. But our ages are irrelevant. I guess I'm just weak towards people who are pouring their heart out. After taking a moment to gather myself, I go back to where Naomi has been waiting.
あれ、Naomi?
Naomi? She isn't there when I get back. Her husband! I decide to wait, figuring she'll come back soon. Little do I expect that decision to lead to the most terrifying situation I've been in yet. Naomi!
君は
Oh shit! This is way worse! My entire body freezes up the moment I see him. Tall, dark-skinned, and positively ripped. You can almost see his muscles trying to break out of his clothes. He's one of the few people you could describe as being built like a tank, with no exaggeration. But even more terrifying than his build are those stone-cold eyes. I've seen him twice before in the dream world, but seeing him here in the real world drills home just how irregular a man like this is. Numeral 12, the man responsible for Divine Selection's first elimination, and the man in possession of numeral 8's name card.
いずれ脱落させることにはなるが、今君に構っている暇はない。
That's great to know, but are you after Miss Keiko? She's our prey, get the fuck out. She's ours. He passes right by me, heading in the direction from which I came. And the music lightened up. I guess he really did have no business with us. Just being in his presence made me feel like I was drowning. I must have been taking fewer breaths than usual or something. The realization that I'll need to gather information on him almost makes me want to give up right here and now.
すみません、ちょっとお母さんから電話が来ちゃってて。で、あれ、どうしたんですか？
Naomi, you made us fucking worry! We thought something bad happened to you! Don't you ever do that to us again! Naomi just happens to return right as he leaves. I'm so glad we came together. Just hearing her voice helps me to realize that I can't just roll over. I give her a quick rundown of what happened.
先輩に構ってる暇はないってことは、つまり
狙いは亀渕さんだ。あの人はカードも持ってる。追いかける。
Naomi stops me as I try to go.
何をしに行くんですか？先輩が行く理由はないです。
Eventually, we will have to eliminate him, so that's a reason.
そうだけど、でも
I can't help but remember her pained expression, her desperate voice.
わからないけど、行かなくちゃ。ナオミはここで待ってて。何かあったら連絡するから、すぐ警察を呼んで。
先輩。
Naomi! She lets go, almost as if she's lost all her strength in her arm. I sprint away before she can say anything else to stop me. Don't worry, Naomi, we're immortal, we'll come back safe. It takes a few minutes to get her out of her room. Rather, it takes a few minutes to try and convince the nurse, considering visiting hours are over. She eventually comes out on her own volition after hearing me shout.
無事なんですね。あなた、どうして？
We wanted to get more information on you and the Indian guy. Her expression is completely devoid of life. I'm the one responsible for that too.
気が変わったの？
She asked with an obvious doubt in her voice. I can't give her an immediate reply. That man's definitely aiming for her, so I find it hard to believe that I beat him here. And he's got his book on him as well, considering he was able to speak to me. I doubt he could read the signs here without it. In that case, how did I get here without even passing by him? Wait, don't tell me.
ちょっと、どうしたの？
Oh no, did we just bait him out? I grab her by the hand and try to drag her along, which obviously takes her by surprise.
子供が危ないんです。
Oh, fucking no, even I wouldn't go that far. She resists at first, but then stops the moment she hears me say that.
あなたの名前を知っている人が、12の男性がこの病棟にいます。
Go after the mother, but leave the child alone!
あの男が、まさか、子供を人質に取ろうと。
Finding out that she's given birth recently isn't a particularly difficult task, and it goes without saying that a 3-week-old baby has no means to defend itself. They may not be letting strangers in to see the newborns, but he's the type of man who seems to be able to get around an issue like that with ease. I don't know him personally, but I do know the fear inspired by those eyes.
そんな、ダメ。
She keeps mumbling as I lead her to the nursery. What I witness upon our arrival is far more disastrous than expected. The lights in the hallway leading to the nursery are off, and all the emergency lights have been shattered. A faint light coming from the room beyond us tells us what we need to know about the situation.
何？どうしたのよこれ？
Hey, you bastard! Don't touch that baby! Having shot ahead of me, she's the first to raise her voice. It doesn't take long for me to understand why. I see a number of nurses sprawled onto the floor. Oh, come on! They were just doing their job!
そんな。
I lay my ear close to their mouths and confirm that they're still breathing. I expected the worst, but it seems like they're alive. However, an even worse scenario soon presents itself before me.
ナオミ！
Oh no! No, 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 no! No, Naomi, no! For some reason, Naomi's among the unconscious nurses.
はい。ごめんなさい。
Fuck you, Indian guy! You're on the top of our shit list now! I will find you, I will learn everything about you, your name, your cause of death, your utmost regret. I will shove it in your face, and I'll make you change that regret to ever harming Naomi before I have you disappear before my eyes. Naomi's obviously struggling to speak, but she does so nonetheless. I notice her glasses lying not far from her body, the lens is cracked.
話を聞いて、狙いは子供だって思って助けなきゃって。 子供は関係ないって。危ない。
Don't worry, Naomi. Just stay there. We'll take care of everything. Leave it to us.
あなた
She runs straight towards the room which the light emanates, ignoring my calls for her to stop. Wait, come back, you idiot!
先輩は。
We are not leaving you behind.
ごめんナオミ少し待ってて
I grit my teeth and give a chase.
何をしているの
A voice roars out as I reach the nursery. The babies all start to cry, likely because her shouting has woken them up. A number of nurses lie unconscious here as well. The fact that the babies only now woke up means he'd somehow made it this far being swift and silent. The mere fact that he's capable of such a thing is utterly insane.
黙れ。
He directs a quiet but threatening order towards the babies. As if that'd work on them, though. I'm just as shocked as she is. His command somehow manages to silence every tiny voice at once. What the fuck? His presence is so terrifying that he can command babies. Don't ever give this man a baby army. I feel my legs get glued to the ground in the presence of such a monster. My entire body starts to shudder. Why did I come here in the first place?
なぜ貴様まで。
Because you were threatening the baby.
私はこの子も私の情報を探っていたのよ騒ぎに乗じて情報を得られないか探しに来たんじゃないかしら
Oh, Miss Keiko. Covering for us, acting like we're not working together, huh? Things are getting interesting.
だろうな。さっきも言っただろう。今君にかかっている時間はない。この国の警備がそう甘くないことは僕も分かっている。早く済ませたい。
I don't think the SDF could really do anything about you. His tone is low but steady. The fact that he can maintain such poise in a situation like this is unsettling.
どうしてここにいるのよ
名前が分かっているんだ。調べれば分かる。そして病院まで来れば君の入院の理由は容易に分かる。
Well, thanks for telling us all you know about her is her name.
僕の情報網などどうでもいい。早く済ませたいんだ。その意味は分かるか？
Do what quick? You know all three of us can't die, right? The only one that can die here is the baby.
わからないわ子供たちから離れて
分かっているからこそのその発言だ。いい。はっきり言う。亀淵だったな。このベッドだ。
He locates her baby right away. The baby's name is written on the bed. I can't see its face from where I stand, but I can read its name. Haruki. I assume it's a boy then.
君の死因と未練。でなければ息子は殺す。
Get your filthy hands off that baby! He states his intent to kill her newborn son without the slightest trace of hesitation. I feel the color fade from my face. Taking hostages isn't a pleasant situation in the first place, but how can he talk about killing a baby like that? She probably expected this too. Even so, there's no way she can remain calm after having heard that. No one could when someone's family is threatened.
私は無駄です
I interrupt her before she can say anything. This is it. I need to muster up all my courage and knowledge so I can try to negotiate with him. Anything to get through this situation.
もう少し待てば警備員が駆けつけます警備員が来ればあなたもそう簡単には逃げられない捕まれば選定の期間中自由に動けなくなります
構わない。そうなったら僕は子供をさらって逃げる。
He is very confident in his skills.
数人の警備員なら蹴散らすのは難しくない。後々多少厄介にはなるが稽古亀淵の情報を得る結果は変わらない。
He answers right away and continues his threat.
30秒だ。それ以内に結論を出せ。答えなければ隣の子供を殺す。次も30秒だ。その次は君の子供をさらって僕は逃げる。
Now you're even threatening all the other babies? Look, pal, you probably have a lot of fangirls on Tumblr that draw you naked, but you're a total douche cake.
そんな無関係な子供を。ダメよ。あなたが感情的になれば、あなたの情報も交換条件にされるわ。
She whispers this just quietly enough that he can't hear.
一番の子供は稽古に情報を知られているのだから僕に稽古を脱落させたくないわけだ。
I totally forgot that if he eliminates her, he'll get our name. Well, fuck, now we're invested.
違う。
I deny his claim on instinct, but she really does know my name. Realizing this now only proves how foolish I am.
でもあなたが子供を殺してもあなたが脱落すればなかったことになります。だから。
Oh, wait. That's right. Everything we do during the duration of divine selection will be undone if you get eliminated. So hypothetically, even if we let this guy kill all these babies without giving up information about Keiko, if he gets eliminated, we can save all the lives that he's taken. So we could actually take a tactical approach here and maybe let the babies die just for today. Oh god, that sounds so wrong. But it does make sense.
もういいわ。あなたの言う通りにする。私の死因と未練を話すわ。
Well, there goes that. She's given up. Can we try to stop her?
早くしろ。
He remains completely devoid of emotion.
恵子さん。
なるほど。お互いにカードは取得している。
That statement prevents me from saying another word. I can't spill any more crucial information.
私のためにありがとうね。でも確かに彼以外の人が先手で残れば私の子供や他の子供が死んでもなかったことになるでしょうね。でもね、母親が自分の息子を危険にさらせるはずないじゃない。
She's letting her emotions get to her, but I do understand.
早くしろ。
分かっているわ。代わりにベッドから離れて位置を交換よ。
いいだろう。
He moves over to the entrance, we make our way to the bed. We can shield the babies like this, sure, but it also gives them an easier escape route.
私の死因は出血死。脳出血って言った方がいいのかしら。
That we already figured out.
運が悪かったのかしらね。日本ではお産の時に死ぬ確率なんてもうほとんどゼロに近いのに。
And we're being led again to be sympathetic.
そんな情報はいらない。端的に話せ。
Wow, not an ounce of empathy. He takes his book out and waits for her to continue.
もともと体が良かった私は体が耐えきれなかった。それだけよ。
次は未練。
He rushes her along after confirming that he's obtained a new card.
子供の名前よ。
Oh, she didn't get to name her baby. Her answer takes me by surprise. She's already named it, so how can that be her regret?
私が脱落して本来の死因に戻ればこの期間に起こした行動はなかったことになるわ。ハルキって名前は私がつけたのよ。私の母はその名前を格好悪いと言って別の名前を提案したわ。母がつけようとした名前は私なだけと私は思っていたわ。
She cuts herself off for a brief moment. His expression doesn't change in the slightest. His gaze is clearly telling her to get on with it. Yes, he doesn't have enough information to believe her just yet.
夫は母がつけた名前を指示したわ。でもハルキが生まれた後、私は夫と話をした。生死の境をさまよって子を産んだからか。いえ、母親っていうのは必ずそうね。とにかく夫は話を聞いてくれた。私が名前に込めた意味を聞いて納得してくれた。それで出生届を書いたの。名前って人生に寄り添うものでしょ。だからこそ最初の子供、長男の名前は私にとって一生を捧げるに値するものよ。
And now we feel sympathetic. Fuck you, game, for leading us on this emotional roller coaster ride. Her delivery is more than enough to convince me that she means it. The words weigh heavily on me too. One's regret and one's future are inevitably intertwined. This is the moment I get to learn the future that Keiko wants to see.
あなたにここまで知られて 春樹は最初で最後の子供になってしまったわね。いいえ、私が脱落する頃には春樹の名前は春樹じゃなくなっているでしょうけれど。
嘘じゃないようだな。
それだけ。何か言葉はないんですか？
He's a cold asshole. What do you expect? Says the guy who had zero sympathy for this woman a few minutes ago.
僕はカードを手に入れられればいい。話を聞いたところでカードを手に入れた喜び以外は何も。
My fear is replaced with sheer rage. He's trampling all over her life for his own sake.
何も考えていないだけなのか。あるいは君が何を言おうと僕たち全員は他人の命を踏み台にしようとしていることに相違ない。しかし君の意志は伝わった。実にいい目をしている。君は矛盾を抱えている。自覚もあるはずだ。
何を言っているんですか？
The sound of footsteps rings out from the hallway the moment I ask. While not quite as prominent, I can also hear voices.
潮時か。
待て！
断る。
As he declines, he smashes a nearby switch. Then the lights turn off, blanketing the area in pure darkness because the hall lights are also out of commission. I rush to get the lights back on as quick as possible. He is long gone by the time I manage to do so.
先輩、大丈夫ですか？
Naomi, you're okay!
ナオミ！
Naomi limps her way into the room. I don't know how he did it, but he seems to have knocked everyone unconscious without injuring them. She holds her broken glasses in one hand.
ごめん、ナオミ。私が巻き込んだから。
That guy is on our shit list. The very top. He should prepare for the wrath of Shishimai Rinka. He will be eliminated no matter what.
そんな、違います。私が勝手に。
ね、
Keiko interrupts her conversation.
今は外で倒れている看護師さんたちを見てるでしょうけれど、警備員はすぐこっちに来るわ。混乱しているうちに早く帰りなさい。私が言い訳するから心配はしないで。
でも。
それに少し春樹と一緒に過ごさせてちょうだい。
She only has one day left before she gets eliminated.
ナオミ、行こう。
She answers with a quick nod. Security makes their way into the nursery soon after, but we make sure to leave the hospital right away. After getting out, we head back to Lionhouse. The only thing we speak about on our return journey is what happened in the nursery. Otherwise, we walk along in silence. Unsurprisingly, I've obtained the same cards as numeral 12, though I no longer have any desire to eliminate her. There's something I want to say to Naomi.
駅まで送るよ。メガネも壊れちゃって、帰りは危ないでしょ。
はい。ありがとうございます。
I spend our journey to the station wondering if I have it in me to say what I want to her. The longer I hold it in, the harder it'll be to say. That's why I need to say it now. It may feel like I'm making up excuses, but I've reached my conclusion.
危ないことはダメって言ったよね。
We have to push her away. It's the only way to keep Naomi safe! She got hurt tonight! It was a miracle that he didn't kill her.
いや、そうじゃなくて。私が悪かったんだ。認識が甘かった。
I never once considered that a situation like that could occur so easily. I figured things might get dangerous, but I failed to see the full picture until tonight.
ナオミが一緒に背負うって言ってくれて、私は救われた。それだけで十分だ。みんな命を懸けてる。これからもっと他人を巻き込むことをためらわなくなるかもしれない。だからここからは私一人でやるよ。
先輩、それって。
Naomi! I nod to reaffirm her presumption. I really couldn't be happier over her decision to help me. It's done far more for me than she could ever imagine. But the more I rely on her, the more danger I'll be putting her in. That's why I have to force myself to stay silent. Otherwise, I might renege on my own statement.
わかりました。
Naomi! Naomi!
助けるって言ったのに、守るって言ったのに、私は足を引っ張ってただけで。
You didn't get in our way! We just don't want you to get hurt!
うん、そんなことはない。ナオミがいなかったら私でもね、危険にさらすのは嫌なんだ。
大丈夫です。先輩の気持ち分かってます。危険なことはダメって先輩が最初に言ったのに、守れなかったのは私ですから。
ごめん、ありがとう。ナオミがいるって思うだけで私は強くなれるから。ここからは一人で大丈夫だから。
We totally need to toughen up if we're ever gonna take out Odette or that Indian guy. And pushing away Naomi will just be that first step. I try to guide her to the station after our talk.
いいです。大丈夫です。一人で帰ります。
She makes her way to the station without me. And I can't bring myself to chase after her. I'm certain I'll start to rely on her again if I do. I really should have left our talk until we reach the station. But no, I'm too dumb to think that far ahead. If I had, then she wouldn't have to walk the streets at night all alone.